welcome to London, welcome to Big Ben. Okay, as you can hear, still chiming. Now this is live, so it might be a little bit unstable as usual for live video. It's also raining, so that might become evident on screen in a moment. Never comes out, rain never comes out that well because of the low frame rate of these live videos, but it is raining. I thought I'd give you a little look at the progress of the repairs and restoration of Big Ben, how far the scaffolding's got. I thought the scaffolding started going up. For those of you who don't know, Big Ben hasn't been repaired or restored in a major way. Obviously they look after it day to day, make sure it's turning the correct time and whatnot, but it hasn't had any major works done since the 1980s. So it needs some conservation work to make sure it remains standing and telling time for future generations. It's a project that's going to take 3 years and will involve scaffolding the entire clock tower. So far, the scaffolding is only about as high as the Palace of Westminster roof. I thought the scaffolding would go up a lot quicker. It's planned to take around 6 months. To be honest with you, I've seen blocks of flats go up faster. However, the blocks of flats, which are so-called luxury, looked nowhere near as well made. Check out the scaffolding. It's more like a building than a regular scaffolding. And obviously it's being clad as they go up to cover it from the elements. Yeah, right now, for tourists, it doesn't look too different. From a distance, from over the bridge where most people take photographs, from Parliament Square down there and on Westminster Bridge up there, you still get a really good shot of the clock dials. And obviously it's still telling the time, it's still chiming, so you get to hear it, kind of. From here where we are so close, you'd think you can hear it very well, but you can actually hear it a little bit better across the bridges because of all the noise here. The traffic's quite bad here. It's stationary, and obviously all the buskers. So yeah, anyway, people keep asking me about the progress of Big Ben and when they're going to stop the clock, but the government website's a little bit unclear about exactly when the various parts of the work will happen. I guess they've got to get the scaffolding up before they go to work on the actual clock, and that's only halfway up the clock tower. Head a bit further across the bridge, try and cross the road first, and we'll get a better shot. You see the London line there. I'm actually here filming for another video, so I thought update you on this while I was here. Obviously us Londoners try and avoid this part of town at all costs, especially right now. It's summer holidays, so there are families everywhere checking out the tourist hotspots, but they move so slowly. It's just frustrating to get anywhere through these really thick crowds of tourists. That's why I'm on this side of the bridge, because I know, look at the other side of the bridge. Solid people. Yeah. Better views of Big Ben down here. We head just down there. It's raining, so if I head just down to the banks of the river, there's a little archway, some tunnels under the river, and get a good shot. I'll show you where to get a good photo of Big Ben. But yeah, as you can see, the restoration work so far pretty much only involves that much scaffolding. But yeah, it looks like they're doing a pretty impressive job of scaffolding it, so when it does get all the way to the top, you will not be able to see hardly any of the clock tower, although I did read that they're going to leave one of the dials exposed at all times while the work's carried out, so presumably the clock mechanism will not take as long to service as the actual fabric of the building will to restore and repair. It's super windy as well. Pretty summertime. Very windy, so hopefully you can hear me. Raining intermittently, and look at the skies. Summer written all over it. London Eye. Getting a closer look at the rain up there. Londoners call, I mean technically that's the Palace of Westminster, the building. We just call it the House of Parliament because it is home to the House of Commons and the House of Lords, but we all just call it the House of Parliament. And that we call Big Ben. Technically Big Ben is the bell inside it, the mechanism is called something else. The tower is the Queen Elizabeth Tower, but most Londoners probably don't even know that or care. We just call it Big Ben. When you're iconic, you can just have one nickname, eh? So yeah, if anyone calls that the Queen Elizabeth Tower, they're not from here. Okay, on the south bank of the River Thames now. It's a little bit quieter on this side than that side. London Eye over there, loads of tourist attractions. Yeah, check out that. It's a great selfie. So someone's graduated from somewhere. There's quite a lot of schools around here, so graduation photos. opposite the House of Parliament. Look at that. But yeah, presumably they wanted to get the work completed before Brexit happens, because then they'll have to rely on British builders, and no one can rely on British builders. So yeah, the clock is ticking for that building work to be completed, and it's their fault. And they're the ones in the know, so presumably if you want some building work done, now's the time. Let me show you these tunnels that run under Westminster Bridge here. When it's raining, you get a good shot from inside the tunnel of Big Ben. Hopefully I can kill some time too, and we've got 4 or 5 minutes until it strikes 3. That is if the live stream doesn't cut out underneath here. Busting in on someone's photo there. Oh, they're praying. Who knows? But yeah, it's an iconic building, iconic clock, so popular spot for photos. Okay, tunnel here. Runs under the street, comes out there by the London Eye. I don't want to go up, well, I would like to go under there, but I'm not going to go under there because this might disappear if I do. Who knows what connection is under there. Let's head back up on the bridge, try and get Big Ben striking 3. But yeah, as you can see, this side of the river is a lot less filled with tourists than that side. Talking to you, it's ridiculously windy up here. this good. As you can see from people's hair and coats, it is pretty windy. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this brief update on the progress of Big Ben's conservation, undergoing conservation work, and I'm sure I'll manage to make more over the next 3 years. So yeah, give you a final look at the phenomenal scaffolding. I'll see you next time. Toodles.